I think back to those original Hannah Montana days where like your Billy Ray and Miley were playing a father-daughter dynamic. And I'm curious, like, did you guys have any concept that from that people would become so fascinated with your entire family off of a TV show?
There was no way to know that.
I know.
I feel like. Because even like, and again, for me, I think it was a little different because I am the oldest. Like, I was very aware of my dad's fame as a kid, and I think differently than like, you know, Noah or anybody would be. And so I understood, like, to me, like the attention wasn't foreign, right? And all that, because I'd experienced the craziness of the fans with my dad. But like Hannah Montana was just different. And I don't think anybody could have ever like anticipated it or, you know, thought like how big it would be.
And honestly, it kind of was, it felt like almost how Achy Breaky Heart felt to us.
Yeah.
And like, you know, when they were that age, it was such a phenomenon. And then so Hannah Montana came and it became its own phenomenon.
Totally.
You know, and so it was like seeing that twice was really crazy, even though you only really saw that, like, you know, Miley and had never experienced that as much.
Do you guys remember a moment where we were like, oh, our entire family's life has changed? Like, is there like a turning point or like an event or like something in media that happened?
The only time, and it wasn't as much about the family as it was Miley. And Miley and I had gone to the mall. And
What a time.
It's like, what a time. And
What a
honestly, I think we were in Victoria's Secret, and I think she was 12. So,
Love it.
you know what? It's all my fault.
No.
But anyway, all of a sudden, girls started coming in from everywhere. And literally, they had to get all of the mall security and lock us into Victoria's Secret and like get everybody to like, and us go out the back. And I was like, oh my gosh. And Hannah Montana had been out like 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
And it was just immediately a
Crazy.
phenomenon.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh wow, like this is working in a big way.
Of course. I remember reading, it was like a GQ article, and it was at the end of then Hannah Montana, and Billy Ray came out and said that the show destroyed your family.
Yes.
And I'm curious, like, did you guys feel that way?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
I mean, the family's not destroyed, first of all.
exactly.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not at all.
No, I just think he was having a moment because, I mean, it was, I'm trying to be politically correct.
Struggle for her.
I don't want to call you tonight freaking out.
I don't want you to call me either, Tish. Please pick your words.
It's like 4 a.m.
Haley's
hey
cringing
girl.
right now.
You're like, hey, girl,
I'm like,
I just
"Hey, girl."
woke up. Did I say this? And I'm
Yes.
like, no. Yes.
I mean, he had done achy breaky and nothing else was working. And then I brought Miley out to audition for Hannah and she had gotten it. And then one of the casting directors said a joke like, too bad we can't afford her real dad. And I said, oh, maybe you can, because we had just been in Toronto living because he had done another show in Toronto. And so we all had to go back and forth and it was really hard on the kids. And so I was like, if Miley had already gotten Hannah and I was already stressed about like, what are we going to do? Like I couldn't as a mom have half my kids in Tennessee and be out here with Miley. Like I just could not do that. And so I was like, I have to bring all the kids. And so then that's when I said to Billy Ray, you should come audition for the dad. And because they love you and they're really interested, yes, it would be a pay cut, but our family could be together.
Okay, this helps so much because I think like something I was going to ask you is like, obviously you have 5 kids and this is such a big family. And like fame or not, I think no matter what, everyone that has siblings, there's going to always be the kid, whether it's because like there's a problem or it's success, like that's getting more attention than other children at one point, which is really fucking hard for the other kids. How did you navigate being a manager, riding this crazy wave with one of your children while you also had 4 other children that needed you?
I look back on it now and I honestly don't know how I did it. And up until literally I don't know if you know, but I just got married.
She loves to bring this up.
A flick of the hair, like, I don't know if you know,
honestly,
babe.
he is just everything. And he made me realize, like, what I did is badass. And he's like, because honestly, he's asked me that question when we first got together. And it's like, and now, like, you look back, and then when one of the kids are mad at me, it's like, well, you took me out of school, or you did, you know.
Of course.
And I'm like, well, yes. So I literally, because, I mean, I was single parent.
Brandy's
I
like,
mean, it was me, you know, and like, so I took Noah and Brazen were little, and I literally had the choice to leave them with a nanny or take and let them go to school, or take them with me and have them do it on school, which is what I chose to do. And it was not easy, having kids that small out. And I mean, Brandy would come out, Trace would be out. One of the tours Trace opened for Miley, but I just made it work and I took the kids. But you know, it was a sacrifice for everyone.
of course.